everybody, and welcome in. Let's get this straightened up. My name is Yolanda Roos, and we're going to do our Talking with the Guides check-in. This is nothing specific. I'm just going to see what they have to tell you guys, what they might want you to know for your greatest good. This is a channel of light, healing, well-being, dealing with shadow work. The idea of the channel is that they're timeless messages. You can find them when they come out, or it could be later down the road when they come to you. The idea of the channel also is to heal you, grow you, and give you the introspection or something you need to think about that could be blocking you from living your full potential, abundant life, which abundance isn't always about money. Sometimes it's just about true happiness, well-being. If you know the tarot, the 10 of Cups is where we would achieve or want to be, and that's complete happiness. 9 of Cups is contentment, happiness within your emotional and field of frequency. You know, you're vibing at the right thing, you are happy, you're living a full abundant life. That's abundance, that's equivalent to what you want for abundance in your life. You have happiness, love, joy. It's not that you don't go through bad things, it's that you are looking at life and dealing with life in a higher perspective, and you're trying to do the best you can for your body. So let's just see what the guides want to talk about today. I never know what the messages are because I just tap in, and this is a worldwide collective message. So it could be your message, it might not. Like I said, it's general. Take it as it resonates. It could totally resonate, and it could be like, nope, not your message for the day. So we'll see. Or you might not get it until later. Like if you're getting this 3 or 4 months later, it might be that now something in it is relevant to your life. So with that being said, spirit guides, angels, what messages do you have for the collective? Help me to be your vessel that I can understand what you're trying to tell them. A couple cards. Thank you. Well, they're definitely here because I'm nice and warm. What message do you have for the collective for their highest good? Next one. First one out is 4 of Wind. Rest, healing, and prepare. Okay, this is a common thread for right now. This could be, if you're getting it later, it's okay. This is a common thread that's happening because right now we are receiving a lot of transmissions, a lot of solar energy. Cycles are changing, including the actual weather cycles. New beginnings are coming in. So you're going to need to rest and recuperate because our bodies are recalibrating. That's why when it goes from summer into fall, you might get your allergies because that's a different air, different quality. Things are in the air. Then you go really more, the changes from fall into winter. Same thing, winter into spring, summer, because you're going from cooler temperatures to warmer temperatures, and your body literally has to acclimate. The codes coming in that are coming from the sun, the energy that's present, it could have you really amped up and exhausted at the same time. So our bodies are readjusting to something that's come into our aura and our energetic field, scientifically and spiritually. So let's see what else. So that could be past energy, or it could be that you need to rest and recuperate. You need to take care of yourself. You need to take a break or be careful. Do you have another card for the collective for this reading? Let's see, we'll do it one more time. It might just be that you need to rest and recuperate, and we'll pull other cards to go with it. Any other messages for the collective? Bend my cards. 8 of Water, withdraw, letting go, higher purpose. So I think in the process of healing, you may have to pull your energy back from places or things or whatever to continue the healing. I think you need to walk away from things that don't serve you. This has been part of the continuing message if you're watching on a regular basis. So I think part of the idea is that what I'm hearing is that you are realizing or seeing where you need to pull your energy back. That it's not like you're trying to be mean, you're trying to like walk away from everybody. It's that you're like, oh, okay, I need to step back from this, or I need to remove myself from that environment, these people, this brain thought. Because walking away can also mean how you're thinking of things, leaving a certain idea behind. So take that as it resonates. We have been, if we get another card, it's probably going to be a past, present, future type of thing, that in the past we've been trying to heal, recuperate, take care of ourselves. We had some downtime. We could have been dealing with illness or something that made us not feel very good. Personally, in my life, this is very much prevalent, that it is been a time of not sickness, but a low libido, low energy, low, not that you couldn't function, not that you were depressed, but you just were like, I think I'm just gonna chill for today. It's all good. Because it happens when we're changing through these seasons, this time, the energies. And then this one, I can kind of relate to this. This is like, for me, removing certain things from your life that no longer serve you. I've been changing my diet because I came across the fact that I'm a gluten intolerant person. So I've been walking away from certain foods that no longer serve me. I've been trying to remove thoughts and patterns and things that hinder me or hurt me, or they're not serving any purpose. And I'm trying to change like how I spend my money, walking away from buying. I've talked about this before. I like to go shopping, but I'm not like an expensive shopper, but it doesn't matter. It's still shopping. And sometimes I do it to make myself feel better. So I'm trying to walk away from that when I need to feel better, I'll sit down, I'll talk to my spirit guides, I'll shuffle my cards, I'll talk to my husband, I'll go outside. I'm trying to find different ventures and avenues to deal with it. So I'm walking away from that type of thought. So that could be something that's happening with you through your healing and recuperative times. You're seeing maybe what's triggering you, what's not good for you, and you are trying to walk away. It's not always a successful thing. You are trying to walk away, or you may be having trouble walking away from the things because it's just so much part of your life habit. You feel you need to be there, because this can go both ways. This is just the energy. I read this deck upright unless I say specifically. So this is the energy of walking away, or wanting to walk away, or having a struggle that you know you need to leave, but you're struggling with having to go or leaving it behind. This happens a lot if you're thinking about thought patterns, like if you've gone from being in a church or a religion that has rules, regulations, whatever, to being into a new idea of God, religion, things of that nature. It's hard to reprogram yourself, especially like in the Catholicism, in a Baptist Christian type of thing. If you've been in Islam, any kind of like structured religious programs, they have rules and regulations, and it's very much ingrained in you, and it's hard to change. I'm not saying you need to change from your stuff, because everybody walks and does their own religion, their own way of getting to the source of God, of spirituality. Whatever you're doing, if you're doing it in love and contentment, and you're seeking after the divine, anything that's this spirit of creation that's above you, if you're seeking after good things and trying to be a good part of life and raising the vibrations, or you go to church and that's how you serve, you help people, you grow them, you give them morals and things of that nature. Like I said, your choice of how you do your life is you. But if you've come to an understanding, or you're changing, something has changed inside of you, it's very hard to walk away from routine, especially like if you were raised a certain religion, idea, philosophy. It could be political too. You could be changing how you believe and what you're going for, what you believe, what you stand for, because maybe before you were under your parents and now you're under you. It's like, but it's ingrained, things that you were taught. I mean, as parents, we teach our children, but then and I told my kids, listen, I'm teaching you what's right and wrong, what you need to do while you're here at my house, but as you grow older, you will make your own choices and your own things, and you will be responsible for them, not me. So your last card out here is the Empress, creative, sensual, nurture. So there is something coming in that's being created. You have this rest and recuperation time, leaving behind the things. This is following exactly what, because I read collectively. If you want your own personal reading, definitely reach out. I have no problem. But this is collectively, as a collective group. In the near past, we have been recuperating, we've been recovering. We had Mercury retrograde, we've had transitions, we've had wars, we've had, across the globe, we have all been recuperating, whether it's governmental, physical, mental, your countries, relationships, whatever. And then we came to a point, now we're realizing what we need to walk away from, what no longer serves us, what we're putting behind us, what we're actually doing. And it said this month, that lesson past month was, you are actively putting it into place. The new lesson is about self-love, looking at the new reality of loving yourself, taking a reality check, looking at it in the realistic thing. Are you really taking care of yourself? Are you really where you need to be? Are you ignoring the things in your own life that need to be addressed because you don't want to, or you're busy, or you're telling yourself you're okay, or you're doing all right, and maybe you really aren't? That's the new moon cycle that's coming in for you. If you want to watch that, that is on the list. So this Empress energy is that, and this is what they're talking about, a new beginning. There's something new that's coming in, and that came up on the thing too for the new moon reading. It was just put out yesterday. This is something that you are creating. This is something new that's coming in. Your overall energy is 2 of wind, choice, indecision, possibilities. So this is 2 of swords, and 2 of swords is having a decision you have to make, and they show the person blindfolded because it's not a decision that it's a right or wrong. You can't see in front of you. You don't know what the outcome is. You have to make a decision or a choice based on what you feel centered. What is going to be the best for you? What is going to be what you feel? You have to use your own discernment on what's going to happen. Where is it going to come? What do you think you need to do that's the best for you? So in what you're doing, and that's exactly what it is. Nobody has to know. This could be just personally, you're not sure where you want to go. You might not even be sure what you're creating, but it's that you know inside of you that the decision you're making is for you and for the best abilities that you need to put out into the world. And sometimes it's going to be good for you. You're going to thrive, but not everybody's going to agree. Or this one gets upset and this one's happy. If you go the other way, this one's not happy and then that one's happy. So, and it has nothing to do with them. It has to do with you. It's a choice that you have to make that maybe you're not sure, and you have to just go by instinct, by the higher connection. This is the time where people would go and pray. They would ask, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, and I really want to do the right choice that's best for me and my family, or best for me, or I'm being bombarded with all this stuff on both sides and I don't know what to do because I'm mixed, or I really want to do this, but then I have this and I don't want to lose my friends, or I don't want to lose my family. So there's going to be a time that right now that you're going to be choosing what you're keeping and getting rid of. And that's hard when it's life. Okay. So I hope that you choose what's good for you. So remove or walk away from the things that are hurting you, could hinder you, that could be getting in the way, that are not helping your growth. This is a channel of well-being and abundance, but sometimes the hard truth in the shadow work is that there's things you have in your life that you need to remove, and it isn't going to be fun. We get used to and comfortable and conditioned with the things that we do because that's what we're just used to, and sometimes it's not serving us, but we're just so used to doing it that we adapt. We just go with the flow, and we don't want to lose certain people, but sometimes you have to stand up for what you are. It's kind of like coming out with your religious beliefs, with your sexual beliefs, what you know, who you like to do things with, what you like to do, you know, what choices you're making. And you come to a point in your life when this channel is also working on authentic life. So living an authentic life that's true to who you really are. And the first step is the hardest, because that's really realizing who you are, what you want, what you stand for, what you want to do. And sometimes the group you're around reflects nothing about what's really deep inside, or you've awoken to something new. And it's not what everybody else that you're used to hanging with, or you don't agree with the people you're with. You could have been totally in agreement, and that's okay. But now you're just vibing. Maybe you've awakened in an essence that you're vibing on a different thing, or you see where this of the choices you've been making has led you, and you're like, I don't want that anymore. You're choosing yourself, or you're choosing to be in a better place. And like, say if you're an alcoholic or you're doing drugs, you have to choose that you want a better life. You have to choose to not hang with the people that will continue to make you fall off the wagon. And although you love them and you don't want to not be with them, they're not in the same place as you if they're still doing it. And you're choosing for your own well-being, and say your family, your life, everything you've worked for, you're choosing to pull yourself from that environment and put yourself in a different environment. It's the same like when you go to church and you become saved and you live a life before that wasn't like according to the church or whatever. You will slowly be pulled, or you will pull away from the people that walked your old life, because they're not going to help you to grow into the path that you are now choosing. Okay? So if you understand that, Amen. That's what might be coming. You might have to choose where you're going to be. What kind of energy or card do you want to go with this reading? We got one that fell out. There's another one. Okay, so we have 2 for right now. Let's see. First one out was the unknown. Yeah, that's what's coming in. I think there's something that's coming in and you need to make a decision with your heart space. Not your heart, not your flight or flight. What you think you need to do based on prayer, meditation, speaking with your spirit guides, just taking an evaluation of your life and seeing there's something that you don't know. Nobody knows. And I really feel that across the board. There's a lot of people that there's some energy coming in and nobody really knows what's coming in. And I've heard guides saying, they told me I can't say anything. I've heard that multiple times. I'm not allowed to share because certain channels and certain people, they respect their guides because it's important that either you know or you don't know. So something that's coming in is going to have to be dealt with without pre-warning. You have to make a decision. You have to be in it not knowing or not aware of the outcome so that you make the decision for yourself. Not that you've been pre-warned. Pre-warning is a lot of times what tarot does, like to keep you from spending too much money or somebody's being deceptive behind you, things of that nature. Some people will use tarot to help them navigate their path, so maybe it's a little more smooth. But also know that when you do that and you change what you're doing, your trajectory changes and that reading changes. So then you would need a new reading to see where the energy is coming from. But make sure you're not using tarot to make your decision. It's not a magic 8-ball. It's there to help you grow and see the energy that's present in your life so you can make the most, not random, you can make the best choice based on the energies that are around you so you can maybe avoid problems or issues. The next one is dreaming. Curious messages, endless possibilities. Yeah, remember we've got this creation coming in. So there's something new that's coming in, but you have no idea. And they're not going to tell you. They're just going to say, okay, you need to make a decision. You need to get ready. This is what's coming in for you. And they're saying that dream it. You don't know what it is, so dream it. Create it. That's what you're giving. This energy, there's a portal opening up of creation, of energy. This new cycle is coming in and you are in charge of what you're putting into it. And it's going to last for a little while. The energy and the planetary alignments, everything is showing that it's something that whatever you're building for the long term. You're building it to stay here. So make sure you're thinking about and imagining or creating what you want in your life. So don't be haphazard. Don't wish for stupid stuff. That, be logically thinking, what do I want? What do I desire? This came up in another reading. What am I really working toward? What do I want in my life? Do I really want that? Or do I want that because everybody tells me that's what I want? Make sure you're getting what you want and not what others are trying to tell you. Okay, so your next message, this says, the universe rewards motion. What guided action can you take today? Yes. So manifestation is important, but part of manifestation is going toward it, taking the steps. You don't have to do everything. You may just be, okay, I want to make a vision board. I want to look into some things that I want to do and just be aware. It's like by you taking action toward it, it's going to come 2 steps closer to you. Kind of like when you seek after God, he's going to come 2 steps closer to you. It's that you're seeking. You're at least trying. You can't just sit there on your couch and go, I don't know why anything's not coming to me, but you're not doing anything. You're not trying. You're not changing habits. You're not checking things out. You're not maybe meditating or seeking advice. You have to do a little bit. So I think what they want you to do is the universe is going to reward you if you're actually moving towards something instead of just sitting there waiting for something to plop into your lap. That's the message. It's not to offend anybody, but being in a creation mode isn't just the mind. It's actually doing something. Do you want that business? You might have to get an extra job. Do you want that new location that you want to go to? You might have to look and see. You might have to do some legwork, and then the universe is like, oh yeah, she's looking. Let's help her find, let's send her an extra thing. Or, she wants to go here. Her mind is thinking about this, and she's checking and she's looking to see maybe if she can move. Let's see if we can open up a job for her. Or let's see if we can send her a link or something will come through that somebody will show her this beautiful place that she wants to be. I think she'd be happy here. The universe is in your corner. They want to help you. The guides, you know, your guides know what's happening. They're linked to you inside. That's why when they talk about, I almost feel like when they talk about Santa Claus is like God. It's like, you can't lie to the most divine. He's connected to you through your thoughts, through your brain waves. You know, you can say you're a good person to everybody in the world, but when you really come down to it and you stand before your creator, if that's what you do, I don't know, I believe there's an accountability. When you stand there, you can say, oh, is this? And the God that's up there is like, yeah, I don't think so. Or, yeah, you were really, you might have screwed some stuff up, but I know your intentions were good. Like, I saw, I could read, I could understand, I could feel what you were trying to do. Or I could be, I'm afraid there's going to be some people, he's going to be like, I don't think so. Are you living a lie? Like, what are you talking about? I saw what you were thinking about. So they know your thoughts. They know your intentions. If you're a crappy person, they're going to know. If you're a good person, you don't have to be perfect. Kind of like, I think it's why I love the story of David in the Bible. I don't care if it's true or false. It doesn't matter. It's that he loved David because his heart was really, his heart space was in an intention of pleasing God. But he was human and he made mistakes and he saw a beautiful woman and he sinned by looking on to her. But like, God didn't, it wasn't saying, oh, it's okay to go look at a naked woman and be, you know, no, he was saying, you fell short, you realized it, you came clean, and you tried to change it. But your heart and your intention to be serving to me and be a good servant to God or want to do God's work, I know, because he's connected to you. I don't know who needs to hear that, but this month, I think you need to talk to God and ask him, because this was the month of self-care and being realistic about it, like that you love yourself. That, are you really loving yourself? Are you really taking care of yourself? Or are you not wanting to deal with things? Or are you not wanting to pull it up because you're telling yourself it's okay? Ask God to help you. Ask your guides to show you, because be ready for what they're going to show you. And don't get mad, because it's private. Nobody's going to know. It's just going to trickle down into your subconscious and you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I guess I need to deal with that. But listen to it. Address it. See if there's something you can do. And God doesn't expect you, the universe doesn't expect you to be perfect. That's why you're here. You're learning. You're growing. It's that, are you seeking to just say, I don't care, I'll do whatever I want. Or, I really want to be a good person, but I'm struggling. You know, oh yeah, I really want that, but I struggle with saving. Or I struggle with sleeping with people. I struggle with not being able to believe, you know. I struggle with, there's something. Everybody struggles with something. So reach out to your guides. Reach out to whatever you believe in and ask them for help, for guidance, for awareness to what you need to work on or what you need to be going toward or what would serve you the best, okay? Soothe. May you settle gently even as the wave breaks above. This is about our healing. This one was about healing, taking care of ourselves, walking away from things. We know that your world is not perfect, is what they're saying. But I hope that you can be soothed as you emerge into this water and you soak yourself in the protective envelopment of the water. Even though it's crashing above you, I hope that you can find some solace in the craziness and maybe focus on what you need to do and just calm yourself. Calming waters. Imagine, may you look beyond what can be seen. That's the imagining. That's maybe tapping into what's going on where nobody sees it, but what's happening? Do you see tendencies? Do you see habits? Do you see things you need to work on? Do you need to deal with trauma? Have you been through something that's really caused you problems and you're telling everybody you're okay, but inside you're screaming, or you're not dealing with it, or you're struggling and you don't know how to fix it? That's what I'm feeling. There's some people out here that are struggling and they want to be better. They want to heal, but they don't know how to do it, or they don't know if they can handle it. So that's where you're going to seek meditation, maybe some counseling, going in and doing some shadow work. Look up how to do shadow work. Shadow work can be done many different ways, but a lot of shadow work is acknowledging that you have a problem. Acknowledging that something has hurt you. Acknowledging. It's kind of like realizing that you have an addiction. It's acknowledging it. You can't do anything about it until you acknowledge it, feel it, process it, and try to move forward. Okay. What messages do you have for the collective? What message do you have for the collective? Oh, let's get that one. Oops, these are being silly. Okay. So, we have, you are enough. That's your first message. Forgiveness is needed, whether it's for you or somebody else. Remember, forgiveness is releasing you from something that you don't want to hold on to you. So if you either feel like you want to forgive or you are asking forgiveness, okay? So, and forgiveness is releasing. If somebody's done something to you and you forgive them, you're not saying it's okay. You're releasing it so it no longer can have a hold on you. Don't compromise your values. So be steadfast in who you are, what you believe in, what you stand on. Karma, what you put out comes back to you. Yeah, this is a big one. Make sure what you're sending out is going to be good, or it's not going to reciprocate negative back onto you. So be careful what you're wishing on people or what you're saying or doing towards somebody, because what you put out is a mirror and it comes back to you, but tenfold. So be careful. Don't give up. You're almost there. Yeah. We're getting there. This new thing is coming in. There's things that we're working on. Don't give up. It's almost time, because I've been having that show up in some of my readings that I've been doing. And then quietly help somebody. There may be somebody in your realm that just needs some help, that doesn't need to be called out, but just needs a little help. We all struggle with something. All right, our last finishing card is going to be your angel number, and I think I'm going to do one of the Grow Bloom ones. All right, so your number is 315. This is your angel advice. Declutter life, create mental space. Your state of mind is a direct reflection of your physical space. Your angels are signaling to you that work needs to be done here. The time is right to declutter your space as a way to also declutter your mind. Take an inventory of the room you are currently in. Is there one thing you can clean, store, donate, recycle, or throw away? So this might be part of what somebody's dealing with, trying to get your stuff cleared out. Removing things that no longer serve you. Same thing. It could even be your emotions. Okay, so I don't make it up. I just pull and they tell me. So this is a continuing thing. There's things you're needing to walk away from. You're needing to declutter, take out of your life, and the time is now. Okay, so take that as it resonates for you. Hopefully you can figure out what they want you to remove, or you can figure out what you need to remove. And the other thing I just heard, it's not funny, but if you've gotten fat or you've gotten bigger, stop holding on to the clothing you've had when you were in your 20s. Just get rid of it. Wear the clothing that fits you. And if you choose that you want to be smaller, then you buy new clothes when you get to smaller. Do not torture yourself by keeping those clothes that don't fit you, or you used to have them, you might need them, they might come in, what they're telling me, get rid of it, remove it. It's old energy, it's old parts of your life. You're not that person anymore. You don't wear those anymore. You might get skinny again, but then they want you to get new stuff. They want you to stop holding on to things from your past of what you think you need to be. That's for somebody. Okay, sorry. I've had to deal with that when I first got pregnant with my first child. I'm just going to share so you can understand. I wanted to hold on to the clothes. Like, peeps, I wore like a 1 and a 5. I was like 104 pounds. Not anorexic, but I was very skinny. And then I got done having a baby, and I don't think I've been below 130. I think maybe 125, and I almost looked anorexic. I had to get rid of the clothing. I had a woman's body now. I had hips. I was a bigger woman. I was actually glad to be bigger. I was like, I think, and I felt so bad because I had spent the money on the clothing, and there were some outfits I really, really liked. Like, I'm a fashionista person. I love clothing. And I said, okay, Lenny, you're not going to be that person. Like, the one, when I first tried on my clothing after I had a baby, because if you're young and you get this little, you got to laugh at yourself. Don't be upset. I tried to pull those pants on. I couldn't even get them pulled up. Don't worry. Buy new pants. And if you need to, go to the thrift store. If you're not sure if you're going to lose the weight, go to the thrift store and buy some inexpensive stuff. If you wreck it, who cares? You don't spend a lot. But know that if you've had a baby, if you've gotten an injury, if life has changed or you're getting old. You just don't, your body's not the same as it used to be, and it's okay. So get rid of that stuff. Don't hold on to it. Don't reminisce about, oh, what I used to be, because you're not that person anymore, and you're probably a better version of yourself, I hope. But if you want to lose weight, that's fine. That's your choice. But get rid of the old stuff, and then when you get there, reward yourself with something new. So this is your last card. You may need to ask for help if you are in need. Be open to receiving from the universe. Learn from your mistakes and lessons so you don't have to repeat them. There you go. Learning from the things that you've gone through so you can get to a better place and not have to keep repeating them. So, guys, I hope this little message will help you grow, evaluate, look at things realistically, and do something about it. Don't just sit back and say, oh, that's just me. I'm just going to be here forever. Because if you think that way, that is where you'll be forever. Guys, have a great day. We'll see you soon.